Hi, welcome to Chris Cook For You Too. Today we're going to be doing something that's quick and simple and it's real easy for your family, yet it's attractive. People will think you really stayed in the kitchen all day, and it's a few easy steps. We're going to be doing stuffed chicken breast. Okay, I almost lost my train of thought for a minute. Stuffed chicken breast. So let's get started. The way to do that, I've already been marinating these chicken breasts and for maybe about an hour. I have it with thyme, some garlic oil, and salt and pepper. Now that's for about an hour. So I've already done the chicken breast. I'm just going to show you two simple ways to do the chicken breast. Now, in order to stuff this chicken breast, you have to open it up. The way you open it up is you take a very sharp knife, and then you don't start at the end. You start about midway. Well, maybe about a third from the end. And then you come all the way back to a third from the other end. So you're going to take your knife all the way through, but you don't take it to the bottom of the chicken breast. So when you look in, you cut just a little bit bigger opening. Now, once you get that open, then you're going to go in from the side. Your knife has to be sharp in order to do this. And you're going to open up the side, not going all the way through the chicken breast. Then you're going to open up the other side, same way. Okay. Now, so actually what I've done is I've made a pocket so that I can place my stuffing inside. Now the stuffing that I'm going to use is very, very simple. It's just stovetop stuffing, and I've already pre-made that. So I have this ready to go, and what we're going to do is I'm going to add to my stovetop stuffing, I'm going to add some raisins. Okay? And that's just regular sun-dried golden raisins. Now, I'm going to mix this up together. Okay. Now I'm going to place a little bit of melted butter, which I've already melted, inside of my chicken breast, and that's just to give it a little bit more flavor. Then I'm going to pack the chicken breast with the stuffing. I'm going to pack it real good. Now, what you want to do is you want to mount it up. So once you get through packing, get that back, make like a little arch on top. Okay? Now, I'm going to slide that one to the side, and I'm going to show you how to do this a different way. Now, I have another piece of chicken, but this chicken has been cut all the way open, and the reason for that is because I'm going to show you a different way to do it. So you take your chicken breast, it's already seasoned, you pack some of your stuffing in the chicken breast, you roll it up, now once you get it rolled up, you're going to tie it off with 2 strings. Okay. So now I have a stuffed chicken breast, and I have one that's tied off. And the reason why you tie it off is because you don't want this roll to come loose. So you have it tied up for easy baking. Now, I've already done some chicken breasts, which are here, if you can see it. And I'm just going to add my other to it. Okay? Now, I'm going to take this over to the stove. put my stuff away. Follow me to the stove. And I'm going to place this in a skillet that I have here. Now, my skillet, I had turned it down. My skillet has a ½ teaspoon of butter and a ½ teaspoon of virgin olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. So I'm going to place that inside. Turn it up just a little. Okay. And I'm going to allow this to just cook a little bit on, and this is a Teflon skillet, just to cook a little bit to brown the bottom. Then I'm going to place it in my oven at 400 degrees, and it's going to cook off for roughly 25 to 30 minutes. Then I'm going to come back and let you see what the finished product looks like. Now, I would have thought that my skillet would have been slightly bit hotter, because I want you to see that. Now, that was a very simple recipe. The only thing we used was stovetop stuffing. We used some raisins. We seasoned our chicken. We was able to put it down into this skillet, cook it off. Now it looks just like a professional did it. We're going to do one other thing once we take it from the pan, but we'll get back to that. All right, this is starting to sizzle up a little bit on top of the stove, and what I'm going to do before I put it into the stove is I'm going to coat it just a little bit with some of that extra virgin olive oil and some of the butter. And of course, there is some chicken flavor from the chicken. Now, I'm going to turn the one that I rolled. I'm just going to turn it over for you because I know it's not brown yet, but I wanted to just cook off a little bit of the raw part on the chicken. Now, if you can look just a little bit, I can slightly tilt it. Can you see that? It's starting to brown underneath the bottom. See if I can do this one. Okay, you know that that bottom has already started to cook. So I'm going to take this, place it in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, and when we get back, you'll see how this finishes up very, very nicely. Hi, it's been about 20-25 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, so we're going to take it out of the oven and see how it looks. Alrighty, there it is. It is done, and I'm going to plate it for you because I definitely want you to see how this actually came out. Okay. Put it up. If I can get it up. I'm using the wrong tool here, but that's okay. Now, I took out two kinds because I wanted to show you with both. This is, of course, the one that we stuffed, that we opened up and we stuffed. And this one is the one that we rolled. So I'm going to try to cut the one open that we rolled for you. Now what I'm just doing now is I'm cutting the string. If you remember correctly, I tied this with string. So I'm cutting the string away from it. Okay. There's our first piece of string. And here's our second piece of string. Okay. Now, the string came off rather nicely, and as you can see, it's still rolled all the way around, and that's the way you do it if you want it to be rolled. So I'm just going to cut into this one so you can see it. Okay. Now, as you can see, you have the raisins, you have the stuffing, and then you have the chicken all the way around it, the chicken breast that's around it. You can serve this with anything. You can even top it off with some gravy if you like. This would be a good complement to any table. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to lay a piece of cranberry sauce right on the top of my stuffing. So that would truly be a delight. And if you're going to lay something on it, let's put it side by side, and then just strip it right across there. So this is all we have for you today, and thank you for watching. Chris Cook for you too.